Yeah, you better fucking go goddamn live, you motherfucking piece of shit. No. The only goddamn time, I fucking hate it. Turn. Would you fucking turn? Just fucking work for me. It's fucking 3 in the morning and you're watching, but you won't tell me who you are. You got online. You got online to basically tell me that you're going to hang up. I really don't know what I ever did. My story is simple. I'm an everyday guy, living in a fucking lonely world. And every fucking day, I do something. What in the actual fuck? Seriously? Why does everything can't just fucking get your fucking ass up here and sit, okay? You stupid fucking goddamn computer. I swear to God, I just want to punch this fucking computer through the fucking wall. So fucking damn tired. I can't go to sleep. I try so freaking hard. I wanted to do a documentation about who I am and where I come from and everything about me. Basically to let you people understand that I'm not some lonely guy who fucking just sits here in a house by himself, but you know what? It'd be a fucking lie. I am a lonely guy who sits here in this house all by himself trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I go to bed hoping someday that I don't wake up. I don't understand what I ever did to deserve this. I don't know what kind of world I live in where a guy who dresses up as a Santa, who plays Santa's cousin, wearing that freaking outfit right there, that camo outfit right there, calls himself Camo Klauz, calls himself Jaxamous Klauz because he doesn't want to be a kraning anymore. He doesn't want to be what he came from. I came from a small town in Lemoore, North Dakota. I was born in Lemoore, North Dakota. I was born in Valley City, North Dakota, and then we moved, but I lived in a town called Lemoore. Lemoore is this small little town. Has 13 different exits because it's 13 different roads that are in the town. My dad was a construction guy. He had his own construction company called Kraning Construction. He played softball. He did all kinds of crazy stuff. Built a little gazebo in the neighborhood with a lot of other people. My dad was, a wonderful guy. EMT, part of the firefighter crew, part of, whatever. My grandpa had a locker plant in Lemoore, North Dakota, and now he's not even around anymore. My grandpa's been passed away and gone. My grandma, my grandma Lou as well. But one of the greatest grandmas I had was my grandma March. She worked for secretary. She was a secretary for Senator Barry Goldwater. Yeah. And I never really got to know anything about the guy except for he had a cursive pen in a special room inside the office that he worked at. And if you did the thing right, it would sign his name. And yeah. And I don't know why he had it, but he had this special cursive pen that would sign every documentation under the sun. I got in trouble when I was in school. I had a lot of things happen to me when I was in kindergarten, when I was in second grade. I've never really told anybody this, but when I was in second grade, I had a substitute teacher who she did some crazy stuff to me. But everybody thinks that I just say stuff like this because I want people to feel sorry for me. But, there are things in my life that I can't change. Maybe everybody thinks that all I want is attention. But the only thing that I want somebody to fucking take me serious. And when I went live today for the Minnesota Wild game, when they played Boston, I had people follow me on Facebook. Clayton Waldy, Travis Westgard, Troy Dossey, Adam Orkin. They're old friends of mine that live in Lemoore, North Dakota, that lived in Lemoore, North Dakota. I don't think they live there now, but I don't know. I have no idea. Because a lot of people have moved on from this small town. A lot of people have, gone back and forth to Lemoore, North Dakota, just to see what it looks like. But it's still a small town. It's a place where you can go there and just have a peace of mind. You don't know why you go there, but you go there. I mean, we've had centennials. I mean, we've done some crazy stuff, but we've all made it in this small little town. I wanted to graduate from Lemoore High School, but my parents moved me they moved me to Virginia. My sisters got to graduate. My sisters got to graduate from Lemoore, North Dakota. I graduated from Loudoun County High School in 1996, or in 1998. I graduated from Loudoun County High School. I didn't want to graduate from Loudoun County High School. Virginia was not my home. Virginia was another place that I grew up in, but it wasn't my home. It wasn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to graduate from a small number of students, but my parents moved me to Virginia. Do I think that my parents ruined my life? No. I guess it taught me to believe in the finer things in life are in a small town. You find out who your friends are in a small town. It's like the John Cougar Mellencamp song. I can breathe in a small town, and I can live in a small town. Because going down in a small town is small enough for me. And that's probably where they'll bury me, but I don't know. Because I've moved so damn much in my life, people think that I'm part of the military. I'm never good enough to be in the military. I'm a fat fuck who's overweight. Yeah, who can do something about it if he really and truly wants to? Yeah, I can start losing weight. Eye of the tiger. Fucking doing all that shit. But what the hell is it gonna do for me? I lose all this weight. I'm still the same fucking guy. Still running away from a lot of fucking demons that I can't get rid of. I'm doing this documentary because the thing is maybe if I tell people who I really am, they'll fucking understand and they'll fucking realize to themselves that I'm a guy who doesn't take a lot of shit serious. I get on the fucking thing because one, I want to have my own show. I wanted to have jaxamous live. I wanted to have something that was me. My favorite movie is Ed TV, the Matthew McConaughey movie, where they follow him around with a TV camera and he gets paid for it. You know, I sometimes wish that that would happen, but then they would want to do stuff to me that would make me feel uncomfortable. And trust me, none of you guys want to see this. None of you guys want to see this naked. Nobody wants to see me naked. Thing is that I'm just a normal, everyday guy who lives his life and tries to have fun doing it. One of the reasons why I do this documentary is because I want people to know who I really am. I want people to know the real me. What makes me tick. What makes me live my life. What makes me go on. But that small town that I grew up in, the beginning, Lemoore, North Dakota, you could walk around that entire town and nobody ever did anything to you. You knew who your neighbors were. You knew where the locker was. You knew where the bank was. You knew where everything was. You knew what happened. When the building fell down, the whole neighborhood knew something happened. And it was in the Chronicle. When you got a speeding ticket, it was in the Chronicle. It was called the Lemoore Chronicle. When your basketball team, when your girls' volleyball team took state, when you know you were in the paper for when you played baseball at the Babe Ruth tournament, people knew about it. Lemoore isn't just a small town that you blink and you're through. There's heritage there. There's wonderful people. There's a great little town. Nowadays, people sit here and think about what kind of president we have, what kind of, tariffs we have. Are we going to have a 51st? Are we going to have a 51st country or a 51st state called Canada? I think what the world just needs to do is the world just needs to sit back and look back at everything that they've ever done and realize to themselves that, hey, we live in a pretty kick-ass place. But we all started in a small town. Some of us started in a big city. And where did we go from there? Well, we all lived our lives. Some people don't even have a small town that they can even go back to because the small town's gone because it's been bombed or it's been destroyed. Everybody lives their lives, but they all started small. Yeah. And we all start in a small place. We all live our lives. We all enjoy what we have, as long as we have it together. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm not trying to be something better than anybody else. I'm just a small town guy with a big heart. And 90% of the time, when I don't even have anybody who believes in me or cares about me, I think I just want to die. But when I had my friends on here today, when I had my friends on Facebook with me today, when I had them on with me, I felt alive. I felt like I mattered, you know? Sometimes people wonder if they actually really matter anymore. Some people wake up, they sit there and they think, what the hell did I ever do to deserve this? Some people think, am I going to wake up tomorrow? Is this my time? Has my time come? Am I going to wake up tomorrow? Most of the time, people wonder every day what they're going through. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt that says "Give your balls a tug." And that's a saying that Shorzy, or Shorzy from Letterkenny, or Shorzy from Shorzy, said. You know, Jared Kesso, a character from Letterkenny, and a guy that played Shorzy, and you know, he was a great guy. He probably never has any problems because he came out with a great TV show that thousands and thousands of people love, Americans and Canadians. Yes. I sometimes wish that the world would just get along, you know? I wish that people would never fight with each other. And in that small town that I lived in, Lemoore, the only time that we ever fought about anything was crosstown rivalries, you know? But then after the game was over, we shook hands and, you know, we were friends again. I really don't understand it anymore. I really don't. I mean, people live their lives. They all start off in a small town. And then they go off to another town, a bigger town. For what? Because they want to start a new job. They want to help out their family. They want to enjoy life. What is it? Who knows? We all have no idea what we're looking forward to or what we're getting ourselves into. But sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I think that we live in a world where, you know, you can sit here and think over and over and over again and wonder what's going on in the world and just try to be happy, but you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen today, and what's going to happen down the road. So many people all start out in a small town, and they live happily. They don't have to buy the biggest mansion in the world. They don't have to buy, you know, they don't have to buy the biggest mansion in the world. They don't have to buy the biggest yacht, the biggest boat, a brand new car every year. They just have to make the most out of what they got. I mean, you could be a multimillionaire, and if you don't have any friends, then you're sad and lonely. You could have you could have just a tent. You could be living on the street. You could be a homeless man, and you'd have people come by you every day and throw change at you and make you feel better than, you know. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter what you have. It matters how you feel and how you live your life. I mean, some people in this world want somebody to be with them because they're tired of being alone. But then when they do find somebody, then they wish that they were alone because you don't want to hurt them any you don't want to hurt the person you're with. So what I'm trying to say is that if you get into a relationship with somebody, you've been together for you've been together for 10, 20 years of your life. You love that person. You do whatever it takes to be with that person, but then sometimes you hate that person. Sometimes you get tired of what they do. Sometimes you just don't want them around. You say something that you regret later, but it doesn't mean that you want them gone. No. It doesn't mean that you want them out of your life. No. It means that when you were when you were back in the day when you were by yourself and you were having issues and you didn't like what was going on, you would just vent out loud in your own little world, in your own little room, and you weren't hurting anybody's feelings. But then you get into a relationship and you try to vent and you try to talk out your feelings to yourself, but your significant other hears and then they get down because they think you're talking about them when you're actually hating yourself. And I think that's what happened between Joe and I. But like I said, that's a different episode and a different thing altogether. This is the beginning. This is where I came from. This is what I did with my life. I was a young kid. I mean, I never really got to know I never really got to know North Dakota when I was young. I mean, shit. I was born in December 4th, 1979. It was colder than hell when I was born. And then, it was sunny out and it was summertime. We lived in a really nice house in Lemoore. My dad built it with his hands with his brother and his other brother. And they built this house, very nice place. Now it's now it looks like a shithole because the people that bought it from my parents um, did some stuff to it, fucked it all up, ruined the plans that my dad had for the house and everything else, and turned it into a shit tip. If you go to Lemoore now and look at it, you'll probably be like, God, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what the fuck happened? But every damn house that my parents ever owned in Lemoore, they always rebuilt. My dad would always buy these houses that he would rebuild and that he would work with, you know. And he was always showing us kids that, you can always buy a fixer upper. You don't have to buy the best goddamn thing in the world. And My dad doesn't think that I understand that. My dad thinks that you have to go out and spend every goddamn dime that you have to realize, to make yourself look better than everybody else. No, Dad, you don't. You can save your money because you know what? You can turn around and give the money that you really think that you need for yourself, but you can help others with it. And that's what I did. I met this girl, Crystal Champagne, just recently. You know, best damn thing that ever happened to me. Greatest person I ever met. Turned out to be the biggest cunt I ever knew. She fucking asked me for $300 and I gave it to her. But that's a different story altogether. That's a different chapter, a different episode. I'm probably not even going to have episodes. I think I'm just going to keep calling this the documentary, but the documentary. But this is about me. But see, I believe all the family values that my dad has always ever told me. He said to me that you can always tell a person, or you can always tell your friends who really understand you and who's just going to use you. And one of the things that people in this world don't understand is when your father and mother tell you advice or they yell at you all the time. They're not yelling at you because they're pissed off at you. They're yelling at you because they want you to realize to yourself that the best thing in life is to learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from everything that you do, and someday it'll turn around and make you feel like you're the best thing that ever happened. Well, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you learn from everything that happens. Yes, that was a fart. And thank God it's not smell-o-vision, you guys, because that would kill you. Goddamn Wendy's. Yeah, I went out for Wendy's. Wendy's nuts. To my friends back home in Virginia, if they would know the story about that. But that's a different episode for a different time. Yeah, I'm from a small town. I played baseball in this small town. I played football in this small town. I did everything in this small town. I rode bikes. I learned about a porno called Thunder versus Mud in this small town. I hung out with some really cool people. One that doesn't even think that he is a cool person, but in my mind, he actually is. My sister, my oldest sister, Krista, she's married to one of the coolest guys in the world. And obviously, he and I didn't start off on the right foot. He and I didn't see eye to eye. Hey, if you're watching, please comment because I don't know who you are and I'd like to know who you are. Because you're watching my documentary and I want to know who you are. Because, nobody seems to watch on YouTube, but everybody seems to watch on Facebook. So anyway, comment below if you want to talk to me. Because this basically is the second episode of my documentary. But my sister Krista is married to a really cool guy. He probably doesn't understand, but over the years that he's been with my sister, I totally respect the shit out of him. And, if I have to make amends, I'll make amends on these damn videos. But I'll tell you, Toby Theelgis is by far one of the coolest guys I've ever met. When I was a young kid and he was with my sister, you know, he took care of my sister. And I respect him for that because, you know, but that's a different episode and a different time. But Toby came from a small town too. Toby came from Lemoore, North Dakota, and he went to, he went to Mary and Bismarck, and he took care of my sister. And he's been a part of my life for a long time. And I don't forget that. I don't forget that he's with my sister. I don't forget that he's part of my family. And even though it says jaxamous klauz on my Facebook page, because that's who I'm becoming, and that's who I'm becoming in the state of Minnesota. I'm no longer going to be Jack Kraning or Jonathan Kraning because I don't want to be Jonathan Kraning anymore. I want to change my name to Jaxamous Klauz because I want to start over. I can't start over from where I came from, but I can change the way my outlook ends. Yeah, I can't change. I can't change what happened in the past, but I can change my future if I wanted to. I can turn my life around. I can grow my hair out. It can be white, or it can go back to this, or it can go back to the stupid brown color, which it normally is. Yeah, my hair is normally brown, but I'm also turning old. I'm getting older. I'm 45 years of age, and I like being Santa Claus's cousin. I like being Camo Claus. It makes me happy. But like I said, that's a different chapter and a different story. Well, no, it's a different chapter or a different episode in my documentary. It's kind of funny how these documentaries actually really go. This documentary actually isn't really a documentary. It's just telling you guys where I came from, what I do with my life. I'm not going to give you my social security number. I'm not going to give you anything like that, so don't expect that. But I'm going to tell you, I'm living my life who I am and what I've always wanted to do. And what I've always wanted to do was I've always wanted to be a movie star. I've always wanted to be someone's friend. I've always wanted someone to love me, someone to care about me, someone to actually think, hey, he's coming into our TV screen every night and we're watching his life story. When I saw the movie Ed TV for the first time, it's a movie with Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. Um, it's a story about a guy who signs up to have a camera crew follow him everywhere he goes. Yeah. This camera crew follows him and goes wherever he goes. So he goes live and basically he's live all the time. It's called Ed TV. And um, I actually wanted to call my show Chilling with Jaxamus or Chilling with Kraning. But then I realized to myself that I didn't really want to be a Kraning anymore. And I wanted to be a Klauz. That's why I kept the same initials, JK, but I'm changing my name to Jaxamus. And Jaxamus is got a great ring to it. I like the name Jaxamus. A lot of people think that is really cool because when I tell them my name is Jaxamus Klauz, they're like, wow, this guy's really cool. This guy's really great. It's not just, Jonathan Kraning. It's not just, whatever. It's Jaxamus. And I really like the name Jaxamus. I think it's really cool. I mean, when you're a young kid, you can't name yourself. When you come out of the womb, it's not like you can say, "Hey, my name's jaxamous." No, your parents give you a name, and then you grow into it, or you change it, or you do something to it when you come down the line. Now, in the world we live in now, you can change your name if you don't like what you were. I mean, a lot of actors and a lot of people have changed their name. I mean, nobody wants to be called Rip Van Winkle or something Poindexter. I mean, you know, but I kept my same initials, and I do call myself Jack, but it's JAK or Jax or JAX for Jaxamus. And Klauz, KLAUZ, is a really cool thing because I like bears. Yes, I like bears, like grizzly bears and polar bears. That's my spirit animal. You know, I'm also working on a comic book called Jaxamus the Berserker, and what that is that is a story that is coming up that I've been doing in my head, and it's a story about how I was originally supposed to be a Viking from it was a bastard son of Odin, you know, in Norse mythology back in, you know, the 600s. Yeah, back when the Vikings were big, when Vikings were Vikings and, Norse mythology was around. I'm going to pause and go get some water. I'll be right back. At least you know if there's 90 pounds or 10 pounds of goodness for it in their cans. And the 390 pounds fat ass in the church. You just saw that coming. Yep. It's like the old song, the lost cause, freedom, murder, and all repair. No one gives a flying fuck about me. Ugh. So my lifestyle is bad for my health. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Well, some women do like guys that are fat. They lay on their fucking tummies and call it a pillow. Yeah. I'll go to bed soon. Like I said, I'm a lost cause and nobody gives a shit about me. I have friends that are from Virginia and friends from Minnesota and friends from all over. But, those are all different episodes for different times. I don't do this because I want somebody to feel sorry for me. I don't do that. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Okay? I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I don't want you to worry about me. Okay? Because I'm not going to do anything like kill myself. I'm not going to do that because that's the coward's way out. That's the coward's way out. That's basically the easiest and fastest way to make everybody forget about you and your memories. Is just fucking kill yourself. I want to ride this sucker out and see where it goes. Because maybe someday I'll become a millionaire. Shit. Yeah. And monkeys might fly out of my ass. Right, Wayne? Oh, yeah. Hey, Quentin. Q. Does this look familiar? It looks like the Bronco from your video. I made it for you. It tells you to own the night. Yep. It tells you to own the night. Go out there and be yourself and don't worry about what other people think of you. But this is for you. This is your Bronco from the music video. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not, you know, it's not the greatest of all things, but it's yours. It's for you. It's because you're a bona fide badass. You're a great friend. Even though you and I had our problems when we worked together, but that was because we worked together. I mean, hey, I was just a dumb kid, and actually, I was a grown ass man, but it was at a time where everybody else was wearing masks and being stupid and realizing to themselves that they had everything going their direction, I guess. You know, I was always wanting to do something cool with my life. Back in the day, I used to walk around Lemoore with two cap guns and a sun hat, thinking I was a cowboy. I was never a cowboy. I was never a Viking either. I just like the whole Viking heritage. I like the whole thing about Norse mythology. And Christianity is cool too. You know, God's cool. Odin's cool. Just gotta believe in everything, because if you don't believe in it, someone's gonna be out there to always tell you to believe and believe, you know. Some people are always out there to tell you to forgive and forget. Live and let die. Believe in Santa Claus. The reason why I do these videos, these documentary videos or these live videos, is because one, it's my live diary. It's me trying to tell you guys that no matter what you do, No matter what you say, there's always somebody out there watching you. I think Michael Jackson was trying to tell us something. I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. I don't know. Who knows? Who really fucking knows? The one thing about this is that it's it's not even scripted. It's unedited. It's all me. It's basically me going live. And I'm going to do this a lot. But most of the time, the videos are all on my YouTube channel. Everything's on my YouTube channel. So, with that being said, I removed my dating profile from Facebook. I'm no longer going to try to date anymore. Yeah. I'm not looking for the next Mrs. Claus. If she wants me, she knows where to find me. Probably in the gutter, in the dumpster, somewhere around here. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Yo, 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 what it is, motherfuckers. Hey, what's up, Pac-Man? I'm high on crack, motherfuckers. Want a freebie? No, Pac-Man, drugs are bad. Pussies. Whoa, holy shit. Shit. And no, I'm not high, motherfuckers. I'm just really fucking tired, okay? Look, I'm trying to be the next YouTube sensation. Dude, there was a guy that used to be on YouTube back in the day. His name was Freddie Fox. Yeah. He was a military guy. He must have been I think he was in the Army or Air Force or something. But he used to do all these voices and he used to do all these things and he would just go live on YouTube. That's all he would ever do. And, you know, am I trying to make anything off of this? No. I mean, even if I did, I don't even think anybody would really even watch me. I mean, watch me. Watch me. I got it. Because, see, like, you can't even do, like, music. Because, I mean, if you did music, like, somebody would be like, oh my God, he's copywriting stuff. I'm not copywriting stuff. That's all me. I mean, you guys would probably think that this is Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world. Or Elvis. All hail Christmas. Like, whatever, I don't care. Get down. Get to the chopper now. I don't know, man. I'm going to change everything. I'm going to make executive orders. I don't know. My Donald Trump sucks, actually. China. No, China. I can tell you, Melania and I are so happy. See, I can't even do it anymore. I try so hard. I don't even know what I'm doing. But I love everybody that I do. The one thing that I want more than anything in the world is I love people. Yes, I love people. Yeah, I love people. I've always had a knack for people. So I grew up in a small town called Lemoore, North Dakota. And then we moved to Virginia. And I remember when I was a little kid, we were in Washington, D.C. And I think I was talking to I was playing with the pigeons or something down in D.C. And there was like homeless guys or something sitting there. And I started talking to the homeless guys. I was hanging out with my grandma Marge. And I started talking to the homeless guys, and they were really cool. They started talking to me like I was like my shit didn't stink. I guess I don't know, but I was king for a day, man. I thought it was really cool. I thought people were really cool to talk to. I've always talked to people. I always love talking to people. Is it wrong to love people? You know, I don't know. Don't worry, I'm not going to take up your fucking time. I'll be going to bed when the water's gone. I'll go to sleep, turn the cameras off, or hell, if you wanna come with me in a world of pure imagination, we can turn the lights off and we can go to bed together. And it'll be like a Josh Turner song. It'll be like, "Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on it soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand." The one thing, there must be something in the water. No, I don't know what it is. It's like that feeling that you're a celebrity. No, I'm actually going to tell you. I've been watching the show Two and a Half Men, and I'm on the episodes now with Walden, with Ashton Kutcher. And, you know, I've never understood. So all of a sudden, we lost Charlie Harper, and he got thrown off of a platform or pushed off of a platform in Paris. And the last person was that Rose chick. Well, wouldn't she have been a suspect though of killing Charlie? You know, because she was the last person to see him alive. So I don't know, but with the right kind of money, I guess you can get away with anything. I have no idea. I don't recommend doing this. I'm just itching my inside of my ear. Yes. I'm using a toothpick and I'm using a toothpick to itch the inside of my ear. I don't recommend that. You just have to, just yeah. Don't do as I do, okay? It's bad. God, I'm a fat ass. Look at this thing. Jesus Christ. What the fuck am I? Like on my 400-pound life or what? And yes, I know I can fucking do it myself and lose weight. Okay? I'm just lazy. I love all kinds of people, okay? I love people. The reason why I put this up, look, okay. The reason why I say that these shows are not made for kids is because I don't want your kids watching me. I'm I'm not a bad person. I just, you know, don't really, understand why people they fall in love with a person and then that person turns out to be weird. I mean, there was a time in my life. Yeah, there was a time in my life where I was really big and I actually wanted to do my own porn at one time. Yeah, there was, but that kind of passed. Yeah, I don't really think of that anymore. I kind of really don't like porn anymore. I really don't care for it much. I mean, you go on Instagram 90% of the time, and you turn on your Instagram, and what the hell's on there? Half naked girls walking around with their boobs bouncing around. That's a different taxi cab confessional altogether. Yeah, it's a different chapter in my life. I don't know. You know, I don't know what I did, to be under 100% honest with you, but I really. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Oh, give, give yo, give yo alls. Give all. Oh man. Um, I know one thing. This part of me right here is like the best goddamn thing that's ever happened in my life. But this down here, yeah, I scare so many freaking people away. I don't know. I don't even know why people want to talk to me. Why are people my friends? Like, why do they like me? I can't hide myself. Well, yeah, I'm bigger than a fucking tree. You know what? I'll tell you right now, world, just be happy that this is water inside this thing. Because if it was alcohol, you guys would never want to be around me. When I drink, I'm a totally bad person. Yeah, I'm a bad drunk. Yeah, I'm a bad drunk. I want to fight every time. I want to beat the crap out of people. I wish I had my long hair. Wish I never cut my ponytail off. Well, I wish I never got it cut off, but I don't fucking know. That's a different story altogether. I will do the remainder of the show blindfolded. I am tired. I was cold in the middle of the railroad track. Thunder. Dude, why doesn't somebody do that for a mashup? You know? Like fucking ACDC. Like, okay. So like when they do thunder, they should do thunder, thunder, lightning and the thunder. Instead of thunder. Shit. Beyonce winning country album of the year. That's a swift kick to the nuts. That's like going to the like Oscars, you know, and like Eminem winning like Eminem winning color, like winning African or like winning best black actor. I don't know. I, I mean, really? I I don't know. Remember, I'm just one guy and I have my opinions and nobody seems to ever give a good goddamn about what I have to say. I mean, shit. It's almost 4 in the fucking morning. I'm awake because I can't fucking sleep. I have to go drive in 11 hours, I think. Yeah, 11 hours. And I just don't want to fall asleep right now. I mean, no one loves me. Dun, 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 dun. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. I don't give a flying fuck. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Suicide hotline. Just remember, I came from a small town. And there's a lot of more of me to go around than every single one of you guys understand. I just want to say it's 4 in the morning. I love you guys, but I need to go to bed. Good night, sweetheart. Parting is such sweet sorrow. So this ends. I'm never going to do my documentary anymore. I mean, my documentary is basically just me going live. So if any of you guys even fucking care to watch anything, just remember, I'm going to go live whenever I want to talk about something. This is jaxamous Klauz live. I'm jaxamous and you're not. Fuck you. I love you, world. I love you. I do.